All right, here it is. So we hit 3,000 miles. Actually, we're about 3,063 miles. Last video I talked about tires. Said I was going to put new tires on the bike, and I did. Those are the factory done lots that came. We'll look at those here in just a minute. They're the ones that came off. Last week I talked about the Shinko 244s and the 705s. I went with the 705s. And honestly, I was concerned with how they were going to look, but I think they look pretty cool. Now, that's about as far as I can go. Can't really attest to how they perform yet because I've only driven about 15 or 20 miles on the bike since I put them on, since they were put on. And so the factory tires, let's take a look at them. The front tire is actually not too bad. It's in pretty good shape. I'd put more miles on there. Pretty good tires. The rear tires, they're kind of done. You can see they're even with the wear bars there. Wear bar being in the center of the tire. They're pretty well done. I know that some of you guys out there are saying, well, I'd put more miles on those tires. That's you, not me. So I decided to change them out, and I'm happy I did. Now, I'll be going out doing some more riding and stuff, but there's some things to be said about bikes. A lot of people will say, well, you can't ride in the mud. You can't do hardcore off-roading with those tires. Well, a lot of that boils down to driver skill. Okay? You can have the best equipped bike, and if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to drop it. Plain and simple. I'll be honest with you, I've dropped a few bikes in my time. Not going to lie and say I haven't. Anybody that rides knows that to be true. It's part of the game. So you have to consider what it is you're going to be doing. Now, I'm not going to get into a lot of mud here because we live in southeast Arizona. It's desert terrain, more hard-packed, dry dirt. We do get rain in the monsoon season, but it usually dries up pretty quickly. I'm not concerned about getting out in the mud anyway. Did that a lot when I was a kid. But so I went with the 80/20 tires because of that fact. We don't get a lot of mud here. And so the other reason, the other thing is I'm not a fan of tubed tires. I'd rather go with tubeless because they're easier to fix. You get out on a trail, you get a flat, you know, you patch it, you hit the road, and you air it up, you hit the road, and you're good. Whereas if you got a tube, you got to pull the tire off, you got to pull the tube out, patch the tube. It's just a real pain in the butt. Now, that's just my opinion. You may have a different opinion. Everybody's entitled to one. I chose the 705s, the Shinko 705s, because they had solid reviews, and they kind of matched the style riding that I'm going to be doing. So that's what I chose. I'll be doing some more videos as far as I did ride. You know, like I said, I think I rode about 15 or 20 miles. I took it out, put it up to highway speed. A lot of guys will say, you know, they feel a little uneasy, kind of like a wobble sensation. Didn't happen to me. From what I have ridden so far, to me it seems rock solid. In fact, I even feel better in the corners on those tires than I do on the knobbies. Now, understand the knobbies are not straight tires. They're not designed for cornering because they don't grip the asphalt. Those tires will grip the asphalt better because they're more geared for you. But serious, which I don't plan on doing. You know, my whole reason for getting this bike was I like to ride street, I like to ride dirt. The KLR gives me the best of both worlds. I can do that very comfortably with this bike. And, you know, if I want to go find a dirt road somewhere and follow it until its end, then so be it. That's why I bought the bike. I didn't buy the bike to go out and raise cane in the desert. You know, if I wanted to do that, I would have bought a dirt bike. But I didn't buy it to go fast, because if I wanted to do that, I would have bought another Ninja. So it's the bike I wanted. It will perform. That bike will go probably more places than I would think. But this is just an updated video, a follow-up video to what I decided to do. I want Shinko 705s. Like I said, there'll be more videos as I ride. So far, I like it, but that's as far as appearance is concerned. I can't attest to performance yet. We'll get there. Anyway, that's what I did, the 705s. Stick around, there'll be more videos. Thanks for watching.